Tears of the Kingdom is releasing in May 12th, and it has been delayed many times, so my expectations are pretty high. But yet, I still have the fear that my expectations won't be met. So how about I make my own sad version of this game through a YouTube video? That way, if the game does suck, then at least I have these videos to, like, I don't know, dream. So without further ado, here are some ideas that I thought up. Also, I'm not gonna talk much about the trailers because that's already been done before, but I am gonna touch on one thing. So you know how in all the trailers and even the logo there's this green glowing stuff? It seems to be an overarching theme for this whole game, and I have a theory as to what it might be. First of all, we have luminous stones in the trailer, and I thought it could have something to do with the green glowing stuff we talked about earlier since they glow a similar color. And apparently, a lot of people had already pointed this out, but here's what I think this all means. I think this green glowing stuff is gonna be a new rune in which Link harnesses the power of luminous stones to make things glow, kinda how like fairies work. You would have luminous stones in your inventory and it would use them up as you use the rune. Now I know this sounds kinda boring, but maybe we could have these bosses that are made of darkness like Ganon, and they would have these spots that you could light up with the rune and it would be the only way to damage them. Maybe the normal enemies from the previous game could be corrupted by darkness. Or maybe we could have platforms that you light up and it powers them, letting you ride on them. Or maybe this could be another way to get rid of corruption by lighting a torch or an arrow with the rune and shooting it at the corruption, melting it instantly. I don't know, I thought it was a pretty cool idea. Speaking of runes, here are some ideas for some runes I have. I thought of this idea for an electric based rune that can make thunder strike on metal surfaces so you could pair it up with magnesis to attack monsters. Or maybe this rune spawns a special type of thunder which can power up metal to make it conduct electricity for a small period of time. And since this game has a theme related to the sky, I thought a thunder based rune would be a nice fit. Since it spawns thunder, it can also burn down wood, so you could have some puzzles where you need to light up a ball of metal and then use magnesis or something so it can touch the wooden door and burn it. And that's the only rune I came up with, I don't know. Anyways, I think maybe Breath of the Wild 2 could also introduce some more enemy types, so here are some enemies that I think could return from past Zelda games. We got the Gipto. We got the Gipto. This guy is like a mummy. That's flammable. I mean, how could you not want this in the game? I thought maybe it could get a redesign to look more like a Boboklin. A Bokoblin. I don't know why I always thought it was Boboklin. So it fits more into the game, because the original design is, you know, just a mummy. But keep it flammable, that part is very cool. Also, Totongos, they have a funny name and they're like a big dog. And here are some things I don't want to see in Breath of the Wild. First of all, limited weapon slots. Seriously, this is infinitely infuriating. Like, I already don't have space in my inventory for cool weapons, but now I have to store torches and Korok leaves there too? Like, bro, give us infinite weapon slots, or at least a fully upgraded Korok slots in the next game, okay? Please, for the player's sake. Also, speaking of torches, please make torches more common. I've talked about this in my shorts too, but like, I've had times where I searched for 2 hours straight for a torch because I needed to do the stupid shadowy forest shrine, and I ended up just doing it with the Great Flame Blade because I couldn't find any torches. And a simple solution to this is a freaking rune thing I talked about earlier. Also, give us more types of weapons. No, don't just give us Royal Claymore and break it immediately. Anyways, rant over. Oh, you're right. Yeah, since this game takes place after Breath of the Wild, and in Breath of the Wild we already conquered all of the Divine Beasts, I wonder what kind of dungeons we'll have now. Could we get another set of 4 Divine Beasts that are all in the sky now and are led by, I don't know, Grus? Or are we gonna get more traditional Zelda dungeons now that this game seems to be a little bit more linear? What about the shrines? What will happen to them? And the answer to all these questions is... I don't know.